Hi, Cancer. Nine of Cups. No, sorry. The Fool, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. And Knight of Wands. All right. What's this Nine of Cups about for Cancer? Five of Swords. Okay. This is Nine of Swords about for Cancer. Nine of Swords. Hangman. What's this Ace of Pentacles? You're on someone's mind. What's this Ace of Pentacles? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. This Ace of Wands. So we've got someone that's thinking about things. We are in a retrograde, so old stuff's going to come back up. And, whoops. There. Sorry. Hangman, that could be Pisces, Judgment, Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune here. This is someone that's not going... You've been on their mind. And they may or may not do anything about it, but... What's this Knight of Wands about? But they've been thinking about it. But I kind of feel like it's one of those things where they're like, wow, I really hope so-and-so's, it works out for them and they improve their situation because I'm happy and I'm doing my thing and I'm just... But then they keep comparing themselves to you in your progress. Like they're still somehow finding out about you or keeping tabs on you. And it's kind of like they're sitting in judgment of you, but secretly they're still thinking about you and it's like they're just going to be happy and do their own thing, but they're still hoping that you get your stuff together. Why? Because if you did, it could have worked out. Is that what this is? Like, is that... It feels like they're still hung up on things not working out, and they blame you for it, and they don't want to do anything about it, but they just hope that you figure it out. And it's like, why do you care? Like, what are you doing? So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like it's kind of petty, but then I could just be cranky pants because of, whoopsie. It's been a weird week. So that could be just me being cranky, but I just feel like they're thinking about you and they're not comfortable with the level that they're thinking about you, so they're kind of going, I just really am concerned about them. I hope they make better decisions for themselves. No, they don't. They want to know if you're finally the person that they wanted you to be. And would you be ready or something? Like, maybe they're not ready to admit it to themselves, or they won't admit it outwardly because they're kind of making it sound like they're just doing themselves and they want to be happy, but they're still thinking about stuff and they're thinking about you a lot, maybe a lot more than they care to admit. And they might not do anything about it at this stage of the game, but I feel like it's eating away at them, or it's very present for them. It's ever present, this renewed thinking about you. Now, they've had enough time from this to where they might not do anything about it, but I think it's almost like in trying to find something to do with the activity or the level of reminiscing about you, that I don't think they're ready to admit, I don't think they're comfortable admitting that they miss you. So if they do bring you up or talk about it, it's like just wishing you well and hoping you're doing well. But really, it's like, how are they doing? What are they doing? Are they moved on? They still think of me? That sort of thing. I think you know what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. Why am I still shuffling? Okay. So I don't think they're going to do anything about this. I think they're going to continue to think about it. They might be aware that we're in a retrograde if they're savvy about that kind of thing, and they might just ride it out. This is someone that I think enough time might have gone by to where they might not feel comfortable just showing up out of the blue anyway. But it could be that they're thinking about taking a leap of faith here, and maybe, I don't know, it feels like they're kind of wrestling with it internally. They don't want anybody else to know that, but you have popped up a lot in their thoughts lately. But I don't like that they have to make it like they're sitting in judgment or concerned about you or really hoped that you resolved your issues, and kind of it's like, what is that? Like, why do you gotta be petty like that? Like, I don't like that. So anyway, that's me. Look at this. Judgment, World, Wheel of Fortune, holy cow. So, this could, honestly, because they're thinking about you so much and they're not comfortable with thinking about you so much, in an effort to solve that for themselves, they might just do something kind of impulsive and travel the distance to come see you and see what's up. It could be that this starts out with them thinking about you and you occupying your thoughts. They're not comfortable with that. And so all of a sudden, they're feeling like they need to do something about that because why all of a sudden am I thinking of my Cancerian person again? I don't know. Therefore, I must solve that riddle. I must act on this. I must take action. Sometimes it's something that you just kind of gotta let it play out for a couple weeks before you do anything about it. You know what I mean? This person might have issues with impulse control because they go from, being very in the moment and being happy and they're good to starting to think about you. And then they're not comfortable with thinking about you so much, so therefore that begets them trying to solve that discomfort. When actuality, there's nothing to solve about it. They just need to sit with it and be like, okay, why am I feeling? First look at why, like kind of interview the discomfort, if you will. I know that sounds meta and it sounds weird, but honestly, it's there for a reason. It's not random. So what's its purpose? Let's figure that out before we just go trotting off and try to reestablish contact, because that's more about your discomfort and what it's supposed to, the message for you, than it is about you going and invading someone else's life again. Not you, I'm talking about the person. I'm not talking about Cancer, I'm talking about the person. So that's kind of the progression here. And it could very well be that this is someone that just felt like they needed to take a risk, or they're wanting to see, hey, you know what, I can't stop thinking about you. What do you think? That's not necessarily a good thing. That could just be them missing you. But maybe it's over and it needs to stay over. It's your dynamic with this person. You'll handle it. You got your eyes open on this one. You're not, it's very swordsy, Nine of Wandsy type energy, so you're good. I just wish that this person would, for lack of a better way to put it, interview the discomfort and figure out what that's about. Like, why are you here? What's going on? Why am I thinking about you again? And why are you, in their own head, like talking to their discomfort? I know it's weird. Then actually showing up on your doorstep or reaching out, because that's what it's looking like here. They're gonna do something impulsive to just kind of to solve that discomfort, and that's not the answer. But that says a lot about about their conflict resolution. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It could be it could be good timing. This could be good timing. It could be that this is the right time for this situation. But it is somebody coming back around because they've been thinking about you and they don't know what to do about that. This is not the most patient person. So instead of going, I've been thinking about so and so for a while, I wonder what that's all about, and then seeing what happens with it, this is somebody that feels compelled to act on that, and that's not always the right answer. Nor is saying, gosh, I hope they're doing well. No, you don't. You want to know what they're doing, and why do I keep thinking about this person, and are they doing well? Have they moved on without me? Are they still, do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. I've said it before. Put my glasses back on, shouldn't take them off. Five of Swords. Wasn't that up here somewhere? So it's almost like an either or, that this is someone trying to move on, and they have, but then they keep thinking about you, and they don't like that. That's not something they're willing to abide, when actually that's quite natural. When you break up with somebody, you're always going to compare the current person with the last, or you're kind of always going to be thinking about that person if you were together for a certain amount of time, whatever. It's par for the course. This person doesn't like that. It feels weird, because it feels like in order for them to close up loose ends, tie up loose ends, or like, this is the right thing for me to do to be able to fully go forward and be happy, is to go back and try to machinate with the person about my thinking about them. Try to help them, or try to have them help me solve why I'm thinking about them. That's the answer. And it's not. So get ready. Just saying. Could be a good thing depending on the way you two left things, but it feels like this is someone that's trying to get answers about why I keep thinking about you. Don't ask me that. Go handle your own problems. Go, you know, or it could be like, hey, I've been thinking about you too. How you been? But be prepared for a surprise encounter, because it you know, this is going to be out of the blue. And they're going to have been thinking about you, and that's going to be probably what they open with. It's like, I can't stop thinking about you. It's not necessarily a good thing. That might be indicative of their lack of coping skills, or lack of ability to contain something and to give it time and to, you know, hash something out or problem solve. Just saying. Okay, all right. Why can't I stop thinking? I don't know. What did you eat for breakfast? Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe you had too much coffee. Well, all right, forever present. Okay, two things. So that's probably what's getting to them, is that they can't stop thinking about you. You're always on their mind. But for you, this is, you know, we got the celestial entertaining us, right, with the retrograde. But this is also divine guidance, divine intervention. We got a cycle closing out here. Both of you are kind of coming to a close with something, and sometimes it's not always clear what that is until hindsight. It's uncomfortable, and you got somebody coming back in trying to solve that and deal with it, and they're roping you into it. You don't have to let them. You don't have to acknowledge it. It's theirs to deal with. And you are being, this is karmic, this is divine intervention, you're being divinely led, this is a rite of passage, that whole shebang. So pick your participation, because you're not compelled to do anything. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know about, and you are protected and guided. You do not need to involve yourself with this person if you don't want to. You owe them nothing. And them coming back in to try and get you to help them get over you or to stop thinking about you, what is that even? So, yeah. Okay. So this is, you know, we got karma playing out here. We got old things, loose ends being tied up. It could be that this person is mature and in a better place now, and you two strike up a new friendship. This could be a chance for a new beginning. I think this is a cycle closing out for you, and you're leveling up. And I think it's also somebody can't stop thinking about you, and they want you to solve that for them. You don't even have to answer the door or the text. You can not be home, whatever. It's theirs to deal with. Also, that's right. Yeah, that's right, thinking about Cancer. I'm hard to forget, aren't I? Just a little fist bump for you there. Okay, all right. Yep, there's the Page of Cups. And the High Priestess, this is someone searching for answers. They've always, you hold a soft spot for them, or you hold a special place for whatever, you know, defined special place depending on the person. But this is someone that's never, you're never far from their thoughts, or they're so focused on living their best life that they're very impulsive. They don't take the time to think about things. It's like a new focus. I'm looking out for me. I'm going to do what I want when I want. That's not necessarily a good thing. So you've got someone searching for answers that can be quite impulsive, and you don't have to be a part of that search or the resolution for them if you don't want to. Just saying. This is about them, and they're trying to problem solve or yeah. This could be Pisces or Cancerian, by the way. You're doing your own thing. So for someone that doesn't understand what they're thinking or why they feel a certain way, and searching for answers, not knowing and understanding, you've got the intuition thing in spades. You're kind of much more comfortable with, you know, just things being the way they are. This is about you trusting your own situation and your own ability. They're not so comfortable with it. They're struggling with that. They don't maybe understand what's going on right now, as far as the celestial interplay with the Mercury retrograde. We just finished with the Venus retrograde, and all that. So they're searching. You're good. It's your call. All right. Shutting up. I hope this was helpful.